Hadn't been here in a few months, and always good to be back in Houston, Texas. I'm Johnny Nicholas. We got my good friend from Lafayette, Louisiana, David Greeley. We've been playing together for many years, on and off, and we'll be in Lafayette this coming Saturday and Sunday if y'all are going to be around Louisiana. But right now, we're at the Mucky Duck, and we are hell bent for the promised land. I was standing by my window, watching the world pass by. Too many think I should have, too many reasons why. I could have done this and I should have done that, blinded by a sea of doubt. In a flash of light, I restored my sight. I sure, Lord, figured it out. I was lost, but now I'm found. Hallelujah, I be glorified. Taking names along the way, I fall down on my knees and pray. Praise God, I hope He understand. Hell bent for the promised land. I say no to the devil, don't you know? Try to keep my footsteps straight. One step in front of the other on the way to the pearly gate. I swear down, I steer clear of the demons I fear, but the Holy Ghost don't give me a fright. My Savior's cross is my true salvation when I travel through the darkest night. I was lost, but now I'm found. Hallelujah, I be glorified. Taking names along the way, I fall down on my knees and pray. Praise God, I hope He understand. Hell bent for the promised land. How can I lose? How can I lose? How can I lose? Well, I can't lose with the stuff I use, called faith. You know I don't need a fancy car, but I sure love a Cadillac. I bought my baby a diamond ring 'cause it was something that she really liked. I work hard each and every day, gotta keep my pockets filled with dough. Well, but money, cars, and rings don't mean a thing when Gabriel starts to blow. I don't mean to be short with you, but there's places I got to be, like the Mucky Duck in Houston, Texas. Ain't got time for small talk. I got faith in what I can't see. How can I lose? How can I lose? How can I lose? How can I lose? I'm testifying on the witness stand. I'm hell-bent for the promised land. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Whispers of a sweet dream drifting to your ear, quiet like a foghorn, baby. I hope that you can hear wisdom of the ages. Seeking you shall know. Don't say I never told you so. Whispers of a sweet dream drift across the sea, shining like a lighthouse. Shine a light on me, and you will find your own dream. Just don't let it go. Don't say I never told you so. You took it all in stride till you couldn't walk no more. Howled at the moon until you couldn't even talk no more. Whispers of a sweet dream linger on the breeze. You're just like a moonbeam, darling, peeping through the trees. And love will give you power when you let it flow. Don't say I never told you so. On the fiddle. You took it all in stride till you couldn't walk no more. Howled at the moon until you couldn't even talk no more. Whispers of a sweet dream. Children, don't you know? Lover's like a flower when you let it grow. And you will find your heart's desire when you let it go. Don't say I never told you so. Don't say I never told you so. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's those both are on the Future Blues album. You can find all my music online, and we do appreciate if you do social media to, give us a shout out or whatever you do with all of that. I've got it. I've got Facebook and Instagram. I just don't know how to log into it. But you guys do, and anyhow, my manager takes care of that. You got Facebook?
Oh, I forgot how to use that. I hardly ever look at it.
I would have been surprised if it was otherwise.
I couldn't find funnier things.
Man, the way you play, you don't need none of that.
I stay busy.
Yeah, I know you do. Hey, y'all, Houston, you guys got some traffic down here, don't you? I got this new phone. I got an iPhone 13 for Christmas my kids gave me. And they said, Dad, you got that old 5 SE is what I had. No, that's you got to get. I said, yeah, the battery's getting a little bit. They bought me this phone for Christmas, so iPhone 13, right? I hate it. It tries to tell me what to do. It tries to think for me, and it drives me crazy. And also, it got me lost in Houston today. The directions were spot on, all the way from Fredericksburg, which I knew the way to get, all the way to 610 and then down to 69. I didn't need it for that. But when I got on 69, it sent me almost downtown. Anyhow, I know this is the Bayou City. We're going to do the Bayou Blues. And David Greeley had a hand in helping me write this. Him and Sam Broussard were sitting around my mother's house.
Yeah.
But this song all started out on the dance floor of an amazing honky-tonk in South Louisiana. It's gone now, long gone, called Jay's Lounge and Cockpit. And the cockpit didn't have nothing to do with an airplane. You could dance in the front or go in the back and bet on the Fighting Rooster. And anyhow, more parts of this song. Some songs you think of, get an idea, and then you make up the rest, you know. And this one, I hate to tell you how much of this one is absolutely based in fact. I met a little gal down at the Fay-Do-Do. She told me that her name was Jeanette Como. She had a new ex-boyfriend and a gun in her purse. She told me, you can have me for better or worse. She said, those things you heard about me, Lord, I swear they ain't true. I might have known right then that she would leave me with those Bayou Blues. You got the feels now. She took me to her cabin just south of Abbeville. The way she called my name gave me such a thrill. There were ant piles in the front yard right up to my knees. Spanish moss hanging down from the live oak trees. Like her long black wave of hair, she had a secret tattoo. Just using my imagination, I was thinking about those Bayou Blues. All right. Now this is where the story gets interesting. I said that one night and the guy said, you mean it ain't interesting enough already? I said, you got a point. You see, people, this was something that I had never seen before. There were alligators swimming right up to her front door. She fixed me a plate of sauce piquant. She said the meat is fresh. I just killed it this morning. She sure could cook. And I had nothing to lose. We danced all night, rocking to those Bayou Blues. Next thing I knew, the sunlight was dancing on the floor. And the new ex-boyfriend was on the front door. She was reaching for her gun and I was reaching for my clothes. I lit out the back door, was moving on down the road. I heard some loud conversation and a gunshot or two. Every time I think about her, help me out here, I get those. That's right. Bye, 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 you. Oh, sweet Jeanette, I can't forget you. Bye, 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 you. Way down on that Louisiana bayou. Bye, 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 you. Oh, I couldn't forget you if I wanted to, baby. Bye, 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 you. Thank you so much. Hey, how many folks in here tonight have ever been to Hilltop Cafe? All right. Yeah, I gotta say, of course, thank you to Rusty and all the staff here at the Mucky Duck. Always do such a great job. But I've got a good friend of mine from Houston. He's been promising he was going to come here for a long time. I think he came one time. Where are you, Ely? Where's Ely Masood? Where is he? Right over here? Oh, okay. He's being shy. He's my good friend. He has Euromid Company, and our little place, Hilltop, all of our good stuff that we get from my man Ely. You're gonna give me a discount next time, right? No, he's the best. Thank you so much, Ely. Thanks for being here, man. So, I love rivers. David Greeley got stuck at the Sabine River today.
I sure did.
What happened, man?
Nothing much. I remember that time you wanted me to buy you some andouille on my way out to Hilltop. So I went to the Poche's and you ordered some andouille, and he said, "Go ahead and pay him, and I'll pay you when you get here." I paid $400 for andouille, $400 worth of sausage. I was shocked. I never spent that much money in my life.
What you told
It
me
cost more than my car.
What you told me when we went up there, I said, this place good, huh? You said, oh yeah. We walked in and they had the meat counter there, and they had some andouille sausage. He said, this is the shit that killed Elvis. And, it was one of those things that if it killed you, you wouldn't wind down, Anyhow, I love rivers. In Louisiana, they have bayous, but a bayou's still a river. Just what called a bayou. I don't know where that came from, anyhow. But,
It's a big mystery.
I guess. You can check this song out on YouTube. I've got a lot of nice things on YouTube you can see. And you can hear all of my music and David's music. Check it out. This is called Roll On, Mississippi. Roll on, Mississippi, your freight train in the night. Roll on, Mississippi, down past the sands of time. Gather in your tributaries to your watery breast, from the mountains and the prairies of the east and west, past the old plantations, past the black mine. New Orleans will ease your worried mind. Oh, Mississippi, roll on, Mississippi, down to that southern sea. Roll on, Mississippi, like a dying gambler's plea. Haunted cries neath delta skies float upon the waves. Teardrops from the heavens wash down on the graves of the dreamers and the schemers who passed this way before. Toil and flood, sweat and blood no more. Oh, Mississippi, Mississippi. Roll on, Mississippi, down as history unfolds. Roll on, Mississippi, many questions do you hold. Like how you knowing where you're going, such a muddy stream. How you find your way neath a half-forgotten dream. Cheyenne, Sioux, Kickapoo, Fox and Chickasaw, all the cards were marked before the draw. Mississippi. Roll on, Mississippi, right past my baby's door. Roll on, Mississippi, we passed this way before. I can hear you in the wind, I can hear you moan. You're a lonesome whistle trying to call me home. Oh, you thrill my heart and how you flood my soul. Take me in your arms and gently roll. Mississippi. Yeah. David Greeley. Could I get another one of, this is allergy medication. Some people call it tequila. I call it, it's allergy medication. All right. How many of y'all been to Fredericksburg lately? Yeah, you know, that's kind of changed a little bit, but they got karaoke bars in Fredericksburg.
Oh.
No, yeah, no, it's, I mean, anyhow.
Lukenbach, Texas, right?
Yeah. You know what? Before I switch over to the piano, I'd love to get you to sing a song, brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, how about some? Well, no, I'm not going to. How about anything? Sing something in French. Do a waltz. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. I'll try not. I'll try not to mess it up.
Yeah, let's do a waltz. What's a good waltz you want to do?
You know, I want. You know the one I like. That
What's
one
that?
you recorded with Steve, man. That you.
I recorded
The
40
Dewey. That
waltz.
I know, but that Dewey Balfa waltz that I love.
I recorded 37 of those.
Well, just close your eyes and pick one.
Okay.
What key you gonna be in, you know?
Hey.
Let me get this back.
Quand j'ai parti de la maison, j'avais fait mon idée. J'étais parti pour chercher bébé ou mourir au bout de mon sang. Parti la maison, j'en ai trouvé un autre avec toi. Ça a cassé mon cœur cher. J'aime mieux mourir que voir ça. J'aurai 5 jours dans ma vie, j'en donnerai 3 dans les 5 pour passer les 2 autres avec toi. J'aimerais mourir dans tes bras.
That's a good one.
Ah, thank you.
Now, what were you saying now?
This is where I changed the subject.
No, you don't have to, man.
I'm
It
not
can
going
be
to
as low down as you want to.
People are usually disappointed when I translate a song. Occasionally. Well, he said, when I left the house, I made up my mind. God, this is hard. I'm either in French or English, Johnny. I can't do that. I'm sorry.
You know what? That reminds me of what Nathan Abshire told me one time.
What's that?
Well, Nathan Abshire, for those of you who don't know Cajun music, he was kind of like, I mean, he wasn't kind of like, he was kind of the Bob Wills of Cajun music. I mean, him and there were a couple others, but Nathan was right up there at the top. Yep. But he never learned to speak English very well. And so one day we were sitting around the Bearcat Lounge, and I said, Mr. Nathan, I said, I'd really love to, I said, I really want to sing Bayou Teche. He did this beautiful version of Bayou Teche waltz. And I said, could you teach it to me in English? He said, oh, John, I'd like to do this for you. He said, but I can't. My tongue, she's too big. Anyhow, Greeley's going to teach me how to sing Bayou Teche, but I'm going to do it in French. I'm not going to, after what Nathan told me, I'm not going to try to change it into English, man.
Don't forget, the tongue is feminine, la langue.
Okay. For those of you who have been to Hilltop, how many ever have been to the Sunday Gospel Brunch? I know we got some in here. Yeah, all right. The Saberas, I know they're here. And we do this gospel thing, and it's all old primitive gospel. And at least once a month, we have the great Linda Gale Lewis come and play. She's Jerry Lee Lewis's baby sister, and she is a true force of nature. So that's something you want to check out when you come to Fredericksburg. And Hilltop's always great, but the Sunday Gospel Brunch is extra special. We do songs like this. This is an old, this probably goes back to before recorded music. Not probably, it does. It goes back to who knows how long. You know, that's an interesting thing to think about, David. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And because when I was growing up, there weren't no cell phones or, television wasn't even, I mean, we had, I think around when I was in high school, we got a little black and white television about that big, and there were 3 channels, and that was it, But we got along pretty good, and we listened to the radio. I mean, the radio, that was a big deal. And my good friend Carl Diggins, he had a record store. But you listen to the radio, and then you could call up, and they could send you records. You could buy, like for $2, and you'd tell them a record you heard that you liked, and then they'd send you 2 or 3 or 4 more, out of King Records, out of Cincinnati. It was a big thing. Randy's Record Shop in Nashville. And those stations were so powerful. I mean, they reached all over the country, literally.
They would mess up your hair.
Yeah. And so that's where we would listen to that stuff. And then we'd go to the record store on Saturday if we made some money that week. I mean, I was in high school still, but I mowed lawns and sold newspapers and did whatever I could. And go to the record store. And the place where me and Duke and around where we lived used to go was called Robert's Appliances and Records. So you could go get some records, but you could pick up a washing machine on the way. We were talking about this last night at Hilltop, and so people said, I said, yeah. I said, and they said, well, yeah, what kind of appliances could you get? Get a dishwasher? I said, I don't think they had dishwashers in the 60s. Yeah. This is the kind of stuff you would order. My big brother was a big music nut, so he turned me on to so much stuff. All the stuff coming out of New Orleans and all the great stuff from the South. But we were big fans of Hank Ballard and the Midnighters and James Brown and all this stuff on King Records. So when you'd order, you say, hey, I want to hear Finger Poppin' Time. I want a copy of Finger Poppin' Time by Hank Ballard and the Midnighters. Well, you'd get that, And then you'd get these other records, because King Records recorded not only black blues and R&B, they recorded swing, they recorded jump blues, a lot of jump blues, straight up blues, and bluegrass, really good bluegrass. So that's where my brother got these records, and we'd put it on the hi-fi. Y'all remember you had the hi-fi and the you'd unhook the speakers, and well, that was when the stereo came in, but anyhow. And so one day we got these records, and I looked at them, and one of them said, the Stanley Brothers. I said, man, who's this? Who are these cats, you know? And I'm walking from one door to another. It's worse day by day since you've gone. If only my poor heart could rise me, perhaps my aching heart would come back home. The memory of your smile, it really drives me wild. I'm lost with love I just can't help. I thought that you'd be true, tell a soul on you. I'm lost from a love I'll never find. Gets worse every day, got you gone. Gets worse day by day since you gone. If only my poor heart would stop aching, I could find my way back home. The memory of your smile, it really drives me wild. I'm lost from a love I just can't find. I thought that you'd be true, God help me too. I'm lost from a love I'll never find. Stanley Brothers.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. All right, time to move over to the piano. And we're going to do a couple things. Well, maybe we're going to do a little kind of Houston blues thing, because so many great blues artists from Houston. And one of the albums that I bought at Robert's Appliance and Record Store, I walked in and I would start buying these things. I mean, I loved all the blues stuff. But then it was kind of like the album cover art back then was just spectacular, really, And so I picked up a record one day. I went in there, and of course, when you walked into Robert's Appliance and Record Store, it was kind of a long building. It was on Bank Street where all the sailors hung out, and then you'd see all these. You'd walk past the washers and dryers and stoves and all that stuff, and in the back, they had some. On either side, they had different records. And then all the way in the back, there was a big sign that hung up. It said, Race Records. And so that's where me and Duke and all our friends made a beeline to. Found Howlin' Wolf and Muddy Waters and Bobby Blue Bland. And then one day I went in there, and this album was by Lightnin' Hopkins. I said, man, Lightnin' Hopkins? What kind of name is that, And it was called Smokes Like Lightning. And I bought that. And that was one of the first albums I ever bought. had a powerful effect on me. So I'm going to do a Lightning Hopkins song. My friends the Saberas are here, Tommy and his family. Well, let's see, you know, so Tommy's sister-in-law, Ida Mae, she married Bill Jr. Her name's Ida Mae, and she's the only other person that I ever met. I mean, I knew about Ida Mae blues from Lightning Hopkins. So whenever she comes into Hilltop, I always sing her Ida Mae blues. Goes something like this. Lord, if you ever go down in Galveston, try and find that little girl they call Miss Ida Mae. Lord, if you ever go down in Galveston, try and find that little girl they call Miss Ida Mae. I had a dream last night, Lord, that the poor child got washed away. Now little Miss Ida Mae, so good looking child. Oh people, but she sure looked good to me. Little Miss Ida Mae ain't so good looking, God bless her heart. Lord, but she sure looked good to me. If you should see Miss Ida Mae, won't you please send her home to me? Let's play the blues now. Play the blues for me, David Gray. All in my sleep, Lord, I can hear Miss Ida Mae. Lord, in my sleep, Well, I can see Miss Ida Mae. That's the only time, people, Lord, that she keeps my company. Come on along with me on this deal. I said, Ida Mae, oh, Ida Mae, Ida Mae. Ida Mae. Baby, don't you hear me calling you? Ida Mae Blues for Houston, Texas, and Lightning Hopkins. Yeah. So I'll tell you, this is a good story because there was a place up just north of San Antonio called Leon Springs Cafe. Any of y'all remember that place? It was a famous place, it was a great place. And it got crowded out by corporate America, as a lot of places do. But it was a wonderful thing while it was happening. And I was playing there one night by my lonesome, and I did my first set. And I got off the stage, and Chip, one of the brothers that ran the place, he came up. He said, "Hey, man, there's a guy at the bar who wants to meet you." I said, "Well, okay." I said, "Let me go take a leak, and I'll come see him, you know." And I said, "Well, who is it?" He said, "It's Townes Van Zandt." I said, "Oh." So, I mean, I had kind of met Townes briefly previously, but you know, so I went to the bathroom, I came up, and I walked up to the bar. I said, "Hey, man, how you doing?" And he said, "Man, Johnny," he said, "you play that blues stuff the way it's supposed to be played." I said, "Man, that's what I know how to do." Turned out, I didn't know it at that time, but I found out that night what a huge blues fan he was. He was good friends with Lightning Hopkins and his whole family. And him and his lovely wife, Fran, used to, you know, they were part of that whole community. And so we went after the show. He came up and played a couple of blues things with me. And he refused to sing any of his songs. He said, "No, I just want to sing some blues." And so we did. And then after the show, we went and we stayed up all night long at this. Some of the guys that worked there had a house not far from there. And we did many things that we should not have done. But we had a lot of fun and greeted the sunrise. And sadly, we were going to get together and we wanted to do a blues record, but Townes got sick not too long after that, and he passed away. It was pretty sad, but I always think about it. So our Hooley Records. What would we have done without Chris Strakowitz and our Hooley Records, man? An amazing guy was he from California?
From Germany.
From Germany? So he was straight up, okay.
He was a duke. He was noble, that guy was.
Wow. Well, he sure knew good music, and
he was tall, too.
He was that, too. Anyhow, one of the guys that he recorded, one of the many great artists that he recorded, was Clifton Chenier, and Clifton Chenier was Lightning Hopkins' cousin. So fast forward, Chris died a couple of years ago, but he wanted his wishes were to carry on with the foundation, our Hooley Foundation. So they got together with Joel Savoy over in Eunice, Louisiana, and Valcour Records, and did a tribute to Clifton Chenier with Clifton's son CJ and a whole bunch of the Zydeco guys from down there. But what's the cat's name from Los Lobos that Steve Berlin. Yeah. Steve was involved in it. So I sang a song, and I'm going to do it for you right now. Me and Jimmy Vaughn, Jimmy on guitar. How many of y'all ever saw Clifton? Yeah. He used to come up to Antone's and he'd play for a solid week, sometimes 2 weeks at a time. It was amazing. If I sit and cry without a reason, I don't know why, it's my soul. Oh, baby, it's my soul. I don't know why. Oh, baby, it's my soul. Now, if I jump up and holler, feel like a dime, waiting on a dollar, it's my soul. Oh, baby, it's my soul. I don't know why. Oh, baby, it's my soul. Sing it with me, man. My soul. 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 I don't know why. Oh, baby, it's my soul. Clifton Chenier. All right, we're going to get over to hear the piano right now.
Clifton Chenier's saxophone player was Mr. John Hart.
Oh, man.
And he was a wonderful sax player. I got to be in a band with him one time. And he was blind, so when we take a break, he'd just sit on the stage rather than hassle with trying to find his way around the place. He'd just sit there, and people would come up and talk to him. And I'm watching this, I'm going, man, I want to catch some of this wisdom that's coming out of John Hart. So I went over close where I could eavesdrop, and I heard John say, you know, a stitch in time saved 9. I went, oh, that's what I'm missing. All right.
That's some wisdom, man.
Yeah, well, I'd heard that one before, but I guess it must be true if John believed it.
Oh, you were looking for some original wisdom. Yeah, okay, I don't blame you. All right, so I got a set list, but I haven't looked at it yet. But I am now because I want to remind myself to do some Gulf Coast swamp pop for you.
better stay in E.
No, this is an F.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All I know is E now.
No, well, maybe. How many of y'all know about Warren Storm? One of the great singers of all time, but also of South Louisiana.
Can I tell my favorite Warren Storm story?
I don't know. You think I might be going to do it? What do you got? Which one is it?
Nah, well, Warren was just a big kid. You know, he was 70-something years old, just a legend, wonderful drummer. I just wanted to turn my back to the audience and watch him play. That's all I wanted to do. So we were doing a photo shoot for our band. We had a band called Little Band of Gold, and Warren was in it. And we're walking around the campus of UL in Lafayette, and we pass a modern metal sculpture, an abstract metal sculpture. Warren looks at it and goes, "What happened here?"
What happened here? Yeah.
We went to New York City. He goes, "Everybody up here got an accent."
How about the ad he put in the paper when he left the Little Band of Gold? You sent me a copy of that.
Did I forget?
Yeah, you remember that?
There was so many things, Johnny. It's just, you know.
No,
one
well,
after
I
another.
remember it. It's
Okay,
burned
tell me.
it burned in my brain because you
what?
told me about it. Then you sent it to me. So Warren had kind of fallen out with this great band that he was a part of, and he was mostly great because of him, but a lot of other great players in the band. And so he decided he for whatever reason he's had enough, and he left the band. But he put a disclaimer in the Lafayette newspaper. He said, "I, Warren Storm, do hereby swear that I no longer is affiliated with the Little Band of Gold." Something like that. It was a little more colorful than that. But I can't find my G harmonic. Oh, you know why? Because it's still in the back. So one of my Fats Domino recorded this, but Fats's version on this one couldn't even come close to Warren's, and I'm really not sure who wrote it, but it's one of my favorites. It's called "The Valley of Tears." I want you to take me where I belong, where hearts have been broken by a kiss and a song. Spend the rest of my days without any tears. Everybody understand me in the valley of tears. We're going back to F. Stay right there with me. Soft words have been spoken, and the lights are down low, but my heart has been broken I believe I'm gonna have to go. Spend the rest of my day without any fear. Everybody understand me in the valley of tears. Take it away, David Greeley. Spend the rest of my day without any fear. Everybody understands me in the valley of tears. Everybody understands me in the valley of tears. Yeah, Warren Storm, great song. Hey, David, we got to do a song about chickens now. Any of y'all, I know you live in Houston, but some of you have places in the country. Anybody have chickens at their place?
My neighbor has chickens.
You have chickens? Well, I'm sure you do.
Chickens in the middle of Bro Bridge.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, Austin's that way, too. South Austin, you still find chickens running around. You know, I love to go to Hawaii. Do you ever go to, go to Hawaii and you get out, go to the big island, anywhere you go, Maui?
I forgot to go to Hawaii. I'm sorry.
And you get off the airplane and the airport is so funky, and there's chickens walking around in the baggage claim. You go, yeah, I'm in the right place right now. Anyhow, my wife Brenda had her legacy was her great-grandparent, 1858 German settlers, and they always had chickens. I was over there working one day, and I heard a big commotion in the chicken coop. Y'all ever been around chickens when they kind of blow up all of a sudden, and you don't know what happened? You know, there's all of a sudden it's like, it's just like, what happened there? Well, that happened one day. I was walking by the chicken coop, and I heard a big blow up, and I looked, I said, damn, that sounds like some trouble in the hen house. And I walked on a little bit further. I said, wait a minute, that's a song right there. So y'all can help us sing on this one. When I say trouble in the hen house, you can sing it back. You'll figure it out. Well, a big red rooster told the little black hen, you ain't laid an egg in God knows when. The little black hen told the big red rooster, you don't come around to see me like you used to. Trouble in the hen house. Trouble in the hen house.
Trouble in the hen house.
Trouble in the hen house. Lord, what a sad affair. Now Gabrielle told old Henrietta about Chanticleer and the little black setter. The little black setter ran away to hide. Said you ruffled my feathers and you hurt my pride. Trouble in the hen house. Trouble in the hen house. There you go. Trouble in the hen house, Lord, what a sad affair. Play your fiddle, David Greeley. Can you make that thing sound like a chicken? Here's what happened. That little black setter had a brood of chicks, 2 yellow, 1 brown, and 1 little mix. The big red rooster said, glory be. There ain't nary a one that looks like me. Well, that's trouble in the hen house. I know that's some trouble in the hen house. Ah, trouble in the hen house, Lord, what a sad affair. That's trouble in the hen house, and the hens won't lay. If mama ain't happy, you know what they say. Trouble in the hen house. Is that you, Alster Haley? I just now noticed you. Oh my goodness, man. You guys, this is a Houston legend, a rock and roll legend, a great guy, great artist, great songwriter, and the whole thing. You've seen him here at the Mucky Duck, I'm sure, and other places. Alster Haley.
What's his name?
Did John make it? Is he? Well, good to see you, my brother. How we doing on time there, Mr. Greeley?
Almost 10 hours.
Because we still got to do some heavy metal music, you know?
Yeah, that's right.
What a great audience. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah. Oh.
I was going to do some Beethoven, but we hadn't rehearsed it.
You know what? Since we can't do Beethoven, we'll do something by another artist and composer whose name started with a B. Boogie Woogie Red.
Yeah.
That's the guy I learned to play piano from.
They were like that.
Yeah. Okay, so Boogie Woogie Red, I have to tell you, his mother didn't baptize him Boogie Woogie. His name was Vernon Harrison, but he was quite a character. He had a lot of great jokes and he had a lot of great toasts. So I'm gonna do we'll do a toast right now. This was an old Boogie Woogie Red toast. It's one of my favorites. Raise a glass. He said, "Here's to the bird that flew so high and never lost a feather. If I don't find the girl I love, I'll drink this shit forever." Cheers, everybody. Oh, we're live on the air. I'm sorry. I will drink this stuff forever.
Yeah, that fixed it.
One more note before we go to the next song. Trouble in the Hen House, I did that song at the Saxon Pub one night, and this guy sitting right about pretty close to the stage. We finished the line, said, "If mama ain't happy, you know what they say." And this young guy, he said, "What do they say?" And I said, dude, you in trouble. I said, you ain't married and you probably don't have a girlfriend. I said, you better figure this shit out, you know.
Oh,
You better figure this stuff out. Okay. Bobby Charles. Wild apple trees blooming all around. I must be in a good place now. Sunshine coming through a rainbow-colored sky. Paints pretty pictures in my mind. Oh, what a good day to go fishing and catch the sunset in the hills. Think about my yesterdays and tomorrow and hope that you'll be with me still. Saw a butterfly, named it after you. Your name has such a pretty sound. Love is all around and all I see is you. You must be in a good place now. Give me a couple, David. Oh, what a good day to go fishing and catch the sunset in those Texas hills. Think about my yesterdays and tomorrow and hope that you'll be with me still. Saw a butterfly, named it after you. Your name has such a pretty sound. Love is all around and all I see is you. I must be in a good place now. I must be in a good place now. Yeah, Bobby Charles. All right, it's time for the heavy metal music now. All right. Hey, how about the food here at the Mucky Duck, too? It's great food, man. We get to eat after the show, so we're...
It's over here.
This is the heavy.
That one, yeah.
This This is the heavy metal, I guarantee you that.
Johnny's stronger than he looks.
There's a great story behind this guitar. It's going to be posted. I'm going to do a video about it. And actually, a pretty incredible story, and but it'll be out there. We don't have time to tell it tonight. Not that we don't mind mind telling stories. You understand? All right. David and I recorded, and Sam Broussard recorded. It's a really sweet little album. I mean, I can put that on and listen to it and really enjoy it, man. There's a lot of great stuff on there, but didn't we do San Antonio Rose on there? Or was it the Steel Guitar Rag? What did we do?
I'm sorry, Johnny, I don't remember.
You don't remember
either.
You mean you don't remember every song on the album and all the words and everything?
I've made a couple records.
I tried to do some stuff last night at my songwriter thing at Hilltop, and they said, "Hey, why don't you do some of your songs you haven't done in a while?" And I said, "Okay, yeah, that'd be great." I said, "Call them out." So they called out a few songs. I said, "Yeah, that was a really good song. I'll do that." Shoot, I got through about the first verse on each one, man. Anyhow, heavy metal, here it comes. You know, I think I'm going to change up a little bit here. I'm going to do a great song by another writer. Just because I love this song. It's a John Prine song. You come home late, you come home early. Come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight, you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. I got a heart that burns with a fever, and I got a worried and a jealous mind. How can a love that lasts forever get left so far behind? What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have we done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. Now I got oh, wait a minute. It's an evil light of sorrow that's crossed the crossed that sunrise today. How can we talk about tomorrow? We ain't got one word to say. What in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have we done? Broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. Out there running just to be on the run. Out there running just to be on the run. We're out there running just to be on the run. Well, all right. All righty. Oh, thank you. I got to drive to Louisiana tonight, man. Now, that's why I got my Sprinter van. I love my Sprinter van because if I'm traveling and I get tired, I just find me a truck stop and pull over and crawl in the back and go to sleep. But I'm going to make it to Eunice, Louisiana tonight. I'm staying over at Joel Savoy's house, my dear friend Joel and his wife Effie. And that's Cajun royalty. They're really just human royalty, that whole family. Wonderful, wonderful family, the Savoy family. What you want to do, man? You want to do a blues or you want to do one of my songs? What you want?
Let's do one of your songs.
Okay.
You're pretty good at songwriting.
Well, let's do, you want to do it? You guys like a real sad song? I mean, like a real sad song.
Makes
Yeah?
me feel better, yeah.
Okay, good. That's my kind of crowd, you know. She was from Acadiana, Southwest Louisiana, a Creole girl with eyes of blue, wavy hair and cowboy boots. We fell in love, or so I thought. Mine was real, guess hers was not. Now these tears fall down like blue notes in the rain. I heard she'd moved to San Antonio. Thought she'd write or even phone. I thought that I should let it go. And then I think you never know. Now maybe I'm a fool too much. Maybe I just think too much. But these tears fall down like blue notes in the rain. She never sat alone by a phone that didn't ring. She never dreamed that she She didn't lie awake hoping for that day. She didn't think of me that way. Now maybe there's no one to blame. Restless hearts are hard to tame, and love is never a mistake. Such a prize, the risk you take. I guess I'll go and have a smoke with Jack Black 'neath that big old oak. I'm gonna drink till her memory fades away. She never sat alone by a phone that didn't ring. She never dreamed that she would wear my wedding band. She didn't lie awake hoping for that day. She didn't think of me that way. She didn't think of me that way. Hey, we're on the air. We got a couple more minutes, so we're going to maybe a slightly abbreviated version of a song that I wrote and finished writing at David Greeley's house, and it's my most requested song. Thank you. So I'm not even going to ask you if you want an encore. This is the encore, okay? Thank you for being here. I'm Johnny Nicholas. David Greeley, really a pleasure to be at the Mucky Duck. We really appreciate you. And this song was very poignant for me when I wrote it 12 years ago. And, you know, it's my prayer for the modern, chaotic, hectic world we live in. You know, and I thought things were bad then. It got worse. But it doesn't matter, because this song's all about finding your own peace. You'll see what I mean. I could use a little fresh air. Turn the radio up in your car. I could use a little tender love and care, and wish upon a falling star. If you can, get out and find yourself some fresh air. Now the river's invitation, it's a mighty fine temptation. Believe I'll sit right down and watch the waters flow. Paper ships drift by neath the Louisiana sky, and a captain's dream finds refuge at your door. He could use a little fresh air. I believe he's been at sea too long. Freedom's voice is like an icy stare, filled with an emptiness that you can't bear. Open up your heart and find your own fresh air. Will a circle be unbroken? Will kind of words be spoken as windows start to open everywhere? Will the words that you can't find ever escape your mind and blossom in your garden of despair? Can't you use a little fresh air? Open up the door that gets you there. Take a stroll down the railroad track. Let the freight train whistle take you back. To a place where you can find your own fresh air. Fresh air to all you folks here in Houston, Texas. David Greeley, I'm Johnny Nicholas. Thank you so much. Thank you. Tell your friends. We appreciate it. Hey, Greeley. I could do a whole bunch more of that.